Man reacts after he discovered that SH⁰CK Network and Ebubeagu SN have the same acronym. Following the recent decision of Southeast leaders to create a new security unit known as Ebubeagu Security Network, different reactions have been permeating the media. Many are actually giving thumbs up to the Southeast leaders, saying the decision is a welcome development that will help to reduce the security challenges that suddenly erupted in the southeastern part of Nigeria. But there are still many critics out there criticizing the decision, saying all sorts of discouraging things. Among these reactions, the one that got my attention was the one that revealed that SH⁰CK Network and Ebubeagu Security Network have the same acronym. In his post, he wrote, "Is there any connection or just copy and paste or coincidental? Ebubeagu Security Network ESN, SH⁰CK Network ESN, ESN hashtag we move." And again, it's very deliberate. I mean, come on, it's this government. They know what they're doing. So yeah, are they trying to blend in and deceive people, and then they would carry out atrocities and then blame it on the actual ESN group? It could be a tactic. That's actually what Inewe reporters said. His view was that both the newly formed Ebubeagu Security Network and the SH⁰CK Network can still be represented as ESN. How can they be differentiated when written in such short form? Also, reasoning from another sentence he made, which he said ESN na ESN. The literal meaning of what he said may be that ESN are the same no matter how much they may be quoted. This may make little references to other people's reactions that the Southeast leaders would have made use of the ESN instead of creating another network, Ebubeagu Security Network. It doesn't, please. According to their claim, the Southeast leaders rejected SH⁰CK Network but ended up creating something similar to it. So the writer continues and says, "Seriously, I was amazed at discovering the both of them have the same acronym because my mind never led me to think so deep. Then I wondered, does it mean they purposely did it in such a way to have the same acronym, or was it coincidence? They did it on purpose to have the same acronym." Please, let's not even try to quote things up, because I think they would have made it easier to be differentiated, especially when represented in short form. Exactly. I mean, it shows they are very desperate and are running out of ideas. To think, if you even search up, if you look at the tree of how many divisions and how many, different police factions or security factions that are under the Nigerian government, it is so much. Different names, different acronyms. So it's like ESN is just part of the alphabetical storage, basically. So it's like, whoa, it's so sad. It really is sad. But it's just like, it shows that they're threatened and they're running out of ideas. I mean, the desperation is actually so loud and it stinks. But again, good job to the ESN if they can make the country shiver like this, especially when there are worse things going on in other parts of the country. People are dying, they're throwing bombs. A faction of ISIS is literally attacking one part of the country, and then the Nigerian government decides to be proactive in trying to go to a peaceful region where the ESN, which is not even a faction of the police, is doing their job effectively. It is embarrassing because, again, your people that you're actually employed under your power are not doing the things that they should. So yes, it is highly, highly, highly embarrassing. But what else? What else can you do? Again, hopefully, the thing is, the ESN, to their advantage, actually do not have a uniform. They don't have a base. Apparently, they're always in the forest. So I guess, sometimes I thought that wasn't tactical, because when they say or promote news saying, oh, unknown gunmen did this, unknown, especially in the Southeast, the direct correlation is always to ESN. But right now, at least we have one faction of ESN that should and must have a uniform, because they're under the Nigerian government. If they choose to be like again, they can also choose to be what do you call it? How do you call this? Policemen who are in normal clothes, who don't necessarily, wear their outfit. Again, it could be that, but overall, it just shows how desperate they are. It really shows their desperation, as in they are running out of ideas. And it's so crazy how proactive they are. And it makes you think these people are actually really threatened by Biafra, IPOB, ESN, whatever you want to call them. Because in the north, it's just, this country is so abnormal. I think it is actually a problem, and it will affect the way that we think as Nigerians. It already does. But the fact is, how it's so baffling. In a part of the country, people are dying, and they're not as proactive to try sort out security issues, or what they do is just to pay it out. They pay the people who commit these crimes. It's so sad. It really is so sad. But yeah, at this point, it is what it is. We have to keep moving. We have no choice, because it's like we've been moving all this while, and they will definitely fail. I know that the government has never been effective in doing anything so far. So again, all they do is make up ideas. All they do is talk. All they do is speak huge grammar to try and intimidate a lot of people. But then again, choosing names as ESN, I mean, come on, the same name. I guess the real Nigerians who are aware, and I hope that there are a lot, and I think they should be, but who are aware, who understand that this country is is not what it seems like, who understand, who can differentiate, and who would not fall into the trap of the media by just consuming any kind of news, because that is also a tactic that is used by the government. I mean, there are rumors. I don't know if it's true, but apparently, Tinubu sort of has ownership of TVC, and is a bit like, well, that was a rumor. I'm not saying it's confirmed, but I will not be surprised when these things happen. So yeah, I think it's just sad. Listen, the person's reaction is, someone says, whatever acronym stands for is no business of mine. Just go out there and protect all Indigo, including IPOB and ESN, the way Buhari is doing for his Fulani cattle wearers. It matters because one is made by the government, which is clearly against IPOB, and one is actually the original IPOB. Someone says, dear writer, it's the same. Whether it's the same thing, not Igbo security outfits, it's Igbo's choice. Thanks. Really? I don't think so. I don't think so. And it says, then from your understanding, how do you see it? Is it not appropriate or long overdue? These governors are becoming wiser. Look at them. It is definitely strategic. There is no game about this. Do you know what? Put what you think about this in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and subscribe.